Hello, Milt, living like a boss here, March 1st, 2022. Again, I thought I was done with these here sort of videos, but it's been a long week. Lots have happened. Um, First off there, the Canadian convoy, the Freedom Convoy, was, I think, pretty successful. It got shut down and everything, but went worldwide, got everybody's attention. I think speeded up the reduction in mandates and stuff, and I think that's going to speed that along anyway. That was the main result of it. There was other things that happened in there that shouldn't have happened, but whatever. Protests are protests. But now we're kind of involved in kind of like a war over there that hopefully it's not going to end up much more than a war between Russia and Ukraine. But it's kind of looking like it's going to get pretty involved. A couple of things on that. You know, it's not really the Russians are fighting the Ukrainians as much as it is just basically Putin and his regime, the Putinists. Him and his cohorts, they want to see the comeback of the USSR. Basically, that's what that's all about. They want to regain all that those independent countries that established autonomous governments and whatnot like that, and leaning more favorable to the European way of life, Western way of life. He wants to bring all that back underneath the USSR way of life, dictatorship, whatever, autocrats or whatever. And same as his generals. There was a snapshot of him and his generals there, that long, super long table there, and he's announcing he's going to resort to the nuclear aspect of things to come because he's a total failure. And day 5, his army's been a total failure, hasn't been able to go across Ukraine like he thought. He's going to do it like the Blitzkrieg in Germany there in a day. But he's just not as organized as what he thinks he is. And that long shot in that table there, getting along with the Nazis there, that might be a takeoff of he's sitting there with his generals, but they're like 20 feet away. Maybe he's scared of his generals like leaving a goddamn suitcase full of dynamite underneath his damn chair. Who knows? But he's more or less isolated now. The whole world's against him, basically. The world that counts anyway, the world with guns, or big guns. And Zelenski there in Ukraine, what do you call it, comedian and actor, rose to fame there. The world kind of chuckled at it a few years back when he got elected to the presidency of the Ukraine. Well, it's really pissed off Putin because his little puppet there got kicked out and run out of the country. Zelenski took over, and he's more Western thinking than Putin likes. So hence the border troops at the border, and took over the Crimea and Donbass and blaming it all on the Nazis and drug addicts running Ukraine, which is a bunch of bullshit, like total propaganda there. Goes to show you the power of the not so much the power of the conventional media like radio and television, but the power of the internet, like Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and quite a few older generations are in on the social platforms, but primarily it's the younger in their teens and early 20s and 30s and 40s. They've even in Russia they've gone on with this internet, and Putin, he hasn't really managed to be able to stop infiltration of information through the internet. So he controls his statewide television for propaganda, which basically goes nowhere. So anyway, he's got his own population rising up against him, and it's only a matter of a few days. I would hope that he's going to capitulate and go home, and it'll all be done. Meanwhile, Zelenski sure come up and rose to stardom in regards to the world stage of leaders, from just a hardly mentioned country to now he's leading the way. Like he's showing some true leadership there. So I think he's going to prevail. Anyway, that's just my opinion. And opinions are just like snowflakes. Everybody's got, there's all snowflakes are different. They just keep piling up and piling up and piling up. Pretty soon it's a foot damn deep. You know, you can't really sort it out, but so you got to shovel it off your deck, and so you can get out of your house and, for all the darn opinions and snowflakes. But every once in a while there's a plow truck goes down the highway and clears that off, and I think it's Zelenski. He's that plow truck. He cleared a path for the rest of the world leaders to step into pace with him. He's leading the way as how things are supposed, you know, going to get done, and all these leaders of you know, UK, Germany, EU, United States, Canada, they're all stepping into, they're all walking behind him there, and they're trying to give him, you know, here's some helmets, here's some guns, here's some ammo, here's a rocket, here's I think Germany's going to send them some damn MiG-29s or whatever, some Russian-built planes anyway. So power to them. I hope it all turns out well for them, but anyway, that's just my opinion. I think they're going to succeed in repelling the Russians, and good luck on Putin. I think he's done. We'll catch up to you later.